Hello, Renee Flamont here. You guys, one of the most common things I hear is people get all mixed up, chewed up inside when their narcissist finds a new person. Behind their back, after them, it doesn't matter. I've seen people upset for months afterwards, after the breakup. I've seen people upset for years after the breakup. And I'm here to try to explain to you guys, they did not find their new blissful someone. The narcissist did not, okay? And I want you to revel in the fact that they did not, and you know they did not. And the reason that you know they did not is because, and I hope the new person finds it too, because don't get me wrong, I'm not happy if anyone gets involved with these types. That's why I started this channel. But please don't sweat it thinking they found bliss with your ex. They found all the dysfunction with your ex. Yes, they did. All those problems you had, yeah. Now they are theirs. So often I think people get upset because they're picturing the swooning and the love, but I did it. I definitely did it. I remember saying, because I dance a lot around the house. I've now given you guys those videos and shown you what I do. So this cat would come over and dance with me, and yeah, that's fun, of course. Somebody's taking part in what you do. He was mirroring my activity. He was mirroring me. That's what they do. They're emotional vampires. They suck off of you, but they mirror what you are back to you. So you think you found your soulmate. That doesn't mean you love yourself when you're stuck up. That means you feel comfortable with someone who's acting like you because you know you. So somebody's dancing with you, whatever. Okay, he used that as a tool to make me think, oh, wow, he's exactly like me. We dance all night and da-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's what I was thinking about at first. So I was like, are you dancing with her? I think back now, I don't care what he's doing. I don't care at all what he's doing. Are you saying those same phrases to her? Now I think, of course, he's saying the same phrases to her because I told you before, they're not Shakespeare. They don't have 8 million ways to come up with saying, I love you, you're this, you're that. They have a finite amount of sentences. You think the guy I dated was bright enough to come up with an endless amount? With the women he's wooed and swooned over the years through 2 marriages, he's 63. I'm sure he recycles the same exact lines. Did I fall for them? Yep, I did. Because I was in a distracted, weaker place. But I feel like I want you to understand that the new supply, they think they found their someone. Poor things. Revel in the fact that they did not find their someone. They did not find their someone, and the narcissist did not find their bliss. Nobody found anything. The new supply is in the same exact position you were, and if they're in the middle of love bombing and you saw, like, say, a picture online, or you got wind through a friend of a friend of a friend that they're so blissfully happy. I don't care if they got married and had a baby. Doesn't matter. That narcissist will not change. They cannot heal. They never, ever change. Ow, I just hit my nail on my little fan. That's what you heard. They're not ever going to change. So all of that love bombing that you're picturing and all of the new supply enjoying the love bombing, thinking they found their someone, is not real. They will soon see and be devalued. They will be triangulated. They will be told they're crazy, the gaslighting, for thinking anything's going on with someone else. They will be yelled at, screamed at, made to cry, made to wonder, made to be curious, not get a text. Communication will slow down. The narcissist will take off for a few days, come back. All of the same things that you went through, that new supply is going through, the poor things. And again, I feel bad because I'm not happy anyone found one of these types. That's why I started this channel. I'm not happy anyone finds one of these people. I want to scream at the top of the world. I picture a globe and me on top of it with a bullhorn, and I want to scream to everybody. That's why I ask you to sub, like, and share. Not that I ask you because I always forget. The more this message gets out, the more people won't fall for these kinds of people if they maybe have an education and become empowered against it, right? That's what education and empowerment means. I want people to know that these kinds of people exist, but I don't want you sweating it thinking they're so happy. And I don't want you not knowing and reveling in the fact that the New Supply did not find their Prince Charming. They found your dysfunctional narcissist, and they think they found their Prince Charming the same way you did in the beginning. That's all it is. And it definitely will unfold the same way. I don't know, he got married, they had a baby, okay. And maybe you didn't. Don't you think you dodged a bullet? Being in a relationship with a narcissist is tough enough. Can you imagine adding marriage and children? And many of my warriors in this audience were married and did have children for decades with these people. You think that it was better because they married and had children? Or do you think they had the same abuse bestowed upon them as a wife and a mother of their children? Which punctuates it, doesn't it? I would think that makes it even worse. Of course it makes it even worse. As a wife, oh my God. I've only been married once, and he was a stellar guy, honest as the day is long, and I didn't have this situation. I cannot imagine the pain and anguish somebody goes through if they are married to a person who betrays them continuously through the relationship, who in the face of them having children with this person, they still betray and devalue. The New Supply thinks they found their someone, but remember that someone is your ex. You know what they are already. You've already been through the whole cycle of it. From love bomb to devalue, discard, hoover. You've done it all. You've done it all. You don't think that they're going to get the same. Well, he didn't discard her. They're still married. Okay, I ask you this question. In my opinion, I told you my narcissist was married twice for 15 years, and he told me right out he cheated straight through both marriages, all of them, hundreds of times. Don't you think that's a discard? To me, that's a discard. Whether the wife knew it or not, whether the wife believed it or not, whether the wife was upset, that's a discard in my opinion. You've discarded me as your foremost love. You've disintegrated any trust or value in this relationship. That's a discard just because they didn't divorce. And I think the wives in both cases ended up leaving him. It took them 15 years. 15 years? I bet they both wish they did it sooner to save themselves some of that 15 years. If you have not and you're still in it, I really feel for you. And if you have just come off of it and he's found New Supply, just kind of remember, the New Supply thinks they found their special someone. It's your ex with all that dysfunction that they think is their special someone. I think of the woman after me. I don't know if they're still together. My guess is yes, because I told you I tried to talk to her 2 years ago. Look that video up. And the last thing she said to me was, I appreciate your concern. I appreciate what you did. Thank you so much. But I'm very confident in my path with him. After everything I told her, that he already betrayed her with me, that the whole time they were going out, he kept coming to my house once a month, that the whole, So what kind of hole is she in that she accepted that treatment anyway and was confident in her path with him? Oh my God. All I did was feel for her. And I'm thinking, oh wow, she's so trauma bonded and deep in cognitive dissonance that she thinks the love bombing guy is real. And she thinks, and they had already had devalue and huge fights and all this business. She thought that that love bombing guy was real, that he was going to come around, that he was the one she was going to make a life with. So I felt for her. There she is feeling blissful, thinking she found her someone, and I'm thinking, do you know who you found? You've seen it. I've told you. Some people take longer than others to catch on, and I really feel for those people. Those are the people for whom I am making this channel, and to educate people so they never ever have to go through this. I really thank you guys for watching. This is something that I thought of recently because somebody said about the new supply, it was really bothering them, and they only found the same exact person that you discovered had so much dysfunction and disorder. It's the same person. They may bestow devalue upon that person differently. They may love bomb differently because remember, they mirror the person they're with. I like dancing. Maybe this person doesn't dance. Maybe they do yoga. So suddenly the narcissist is going to be a big yogi. Maybe they, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And devalue, certain things bothered me. He knew it. Well, maybe different things will bother that person more. They're going to zero right in on what bothers you the most, on a story you told them about your past and how hurt you were with someone because of what they did. The narcissist is banking that, and they're going to do that exact action to that person to devalue you the most they can when they're ready for devalue. You guys, it is a slippery slope to think that the new supply is blissful. And I want you to understand, they think they found their someone, but just remember, it's your ex. And you remember how that worked out. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please go ahead and hit sub and thumbs up. And have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday.